My new geometry nodes tutorial. Today I want to show you how I made these cutout animation. I don't want to waste your time. Let's get right started. I'm going to delete the default cube. I'm going to enable my screencast keys so you see something. And I'm going to enable Blender Kit under settings, add-ons, enable that. And then I'm going to change the filter settings here to free first. I'm search for bullet and I'm just left click that bullet and I got it here now. And then I search for robot and I'm gonna choose this one. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna disable that add-on again because I don't need it anymore. And then I'm gonna change my view bit so that my bullet is just good for the camera view. I just took my camera GZZ, then I can drag this a little bit in. What I then do, I'm gonna take the armature, press S, make this very slow, and I'm gonna say RY90 so that it fits in. Then I go to pose mode and that GX make this long and that it hides inside the bullet which I want. What also is important is the bullet comes with rigid body. We don't want that, so important, delete this. What we also want is a solidify modifier, so we add here solidify modifier. I show you why we need this, and now we can already start with our geometry nodes tree. So I add here geometry nodes tree, and we start with an arc. So an arc looks like this, as you can see. I go in the top view. You have here a circle, which is you can change the sweep angle, as you can see, and you can change the start angle, as you can see. And a typical node combination to animate something in geometry nodes is you use scene time, with a map range node. Plug the frame here, and then you say from frame 1 to frame 100 I want to animate. From 0 to pi. Why pi? I see here degrees, because internally, if you plug in something here, Blender always uses the radian value. So pi is 180 degrees. If I now run this, you will see from frame 0 to 100 we have 180 degrees. That's great. I'm gonna turn up here my resolution so my circle is nicer here. And what I want to do now is I want to check connect center. Then it looks like this. Then I want to say fill curve by this and n-gons, because then the Boolean mesh is easier to calculate. And by fill curve you now got a mesh here. And what we want now is an extrude mesh, so we got a 3D object, not just a plain object. And now I want a real 3D object, because this is open, as you can see here, there's no face. This is no problem, you just use a flip face, connect this to here, and then you say join, and then you got something like this. And if you now turn on face orientation, you will see everything is fine, but it's not as fine as it looks like, because you have double vertices. And to stop this, you just use a merge by distance node. Now we don't have double vertices, we have a great mesh, and we can Boolean mesh this with our bullet. Here is our bullet, and now we say first just join, just to see something, because we want to cut out in this direction here, like this. I hope you understood what I mean, but you will see it because I now use a transform geometry to move this cutout and to rotate it. So first I'm gonna rotate this on the y-axis by 90 degrees, the x direction like this, so I can see how the cutout will look like. And I think that's pretty, and maybe a bit more like this. Yes, this is exactly what I want, but I want to have the bullet, of course, in the middle, so I increase my offset a bit and I move the X a bit, and that's exactly what I want. Now, if I use instead the Boolean join, a mesh Boolean node, the magic happens, but also my computer will be very slow. So hopefully he will do something. Yes. And now you see what he does. He is cutting the bullet, but it doesn't look, it already looks nice, but with the solidify modifier 0.1 it looks nicer, because if I now turn on self intersection and hold tolerant, and I don't have so much thickness, you see now I have here a very nice cutout of the bullet, and I think that looks very nice. So now we want, if we turn on material preview, we want here on the edge of the cutoff edge another material. This is very easy. It's like the normal Boolean modifier. You just set the material of the cutout part, and then you get exactly that effect. So you need a set material node here, and then we go to the shading editor, and in the shading editor we just add another material here, new, and here we are, and then we choose checker texture, plug this in here, we choose a very nice red color, and then we window mapping, because then it looks better, I think. Of course you can choose another one if you want to. And now we go back to geometry nodes, and you can also, of course, animate now the little robot here, and just, if it's opens enough so that the robot fits through, you can select the armature, go to the pose mode, UI, move it a bit out, GX, like this, and I to set a keyframe here, and see what our animation looks like. It opens up, and we have here the nice material of the cutout, and I'm sorry that my computer is so lame. You see here frames per second 1.34, which is very low. It's because of the mesh boolean, which isn't the fastest one, but he has to cut here a lot. So yeah, and here's now our cutout bullet with a little bit of animation from a robot. I hope you like my tutorial, and I'm very curious what you are doing with it. Just link to my YouTube video if you make one. I would be very happy about it, and watch what you made with it. Have fun. Bye.